Paving this shit crank.
What's up, you guys? I know you're saying, why is she coming with different types of stories? Well, I have to do something in order to keep this channel going. I can't do my movies like I used to do. Like I said, YouTube somehow struck my other channel and the very movies that I had on my channel. You guys, I did the research before I uploaded those movies, and YouTube did not have those movies anywhere on their channel when I put in the search. Then all of a sudden, once I started getting multiple views and comments and things, and my channel was growing, YouTube saw the views that I was getting, and they struck my channel and said that it was copyright strikes and things of that nature, and they took the channel from me. But then, like a few months later, you guys, they actually sent me an email telling me that the strikes that they gave me, they were not strikes, but at the same time, they still have not replaced my channel. And so, forgive the noise, you guys. And so, as a result, I don't have my old channel. So, I have to do what I have to do as far as story wise to get back where I was before. So, this is why I'm doing all these stories in case anybody wanted to know. I wish I could like upload those movies again. I'm kind of afraid to do it because a lot of people are getting struck for old content that they've had before all these new laws came out and rules and regulations. So this story here comes from TMZ and other news outlets out here in California. And I don't want to show the video because, of course, I don't want to get struck, as I, explained to you earlier. A Los Angeles driver points gun out the window and she's yelling to people, you guys, literally, anybody want to die today? Anybody want to die now? And it's like, what the heck is going on? Because she got frustrated because she had to wait her turn. This is ridiculous. And they were looking for her, and they finally caught her silly behind, which is really, really stupid. So I'm going to read this story to you guys, and this is the stuff that I'm talking about. People are like really flipping out and losing their mind. A woman waving to merge, a woman waving to merge in a busy Los Angeles intersection lost her patience in a hurry. She pointed a gun out the window, threatened to kill people, and fired. She did. She literally stuck her hand through her sunroof and started shooting fires. She shooting rounds off. She don't know if those bullets could have hit somebody and killed somebody. And she just took off. And the funny part about it is when I was looking at the video, you can see a policeman driving because she's stuck, and I don't know how to say it. Like the policeman is driving across the traffic in the top of the T shape, and she's going towards direction in the long form of the T shape. So if you put your hand in the T shape, the very top of it, the police was driving down the street, after they heard gunshots. But then she was stuck in the at the beginning of the intersection in the long part of the T section. And so once the police drove by, she drove straight through the traffic. So this is crazy. This happened like Tuesday, last week Tuesday, and they've been looking for her ever since. So they finally caught her. It's they wanted us to look at the video, but I don't want to look at the video because, like I said, I don't want to get struck. But it said, check out this surreal scene that went down Tuesday when this woman appeared to be held up at a stop sign at what we're told to be like the Fairfax district, and that's a very, very busy, especially Fairfax and Olympic Boulevard. That is the most busiest area, that you can get stuck in traffic on because it takes you into Hollywood, it takes you other places. An intersection that sees a lot of rush hour traffic, and this was recorded at about 5:30 p.m. you guys, California time. The video starts as the woman seems to be screaming at someone off camera with her window rolled down, and before long she whips out a handgun which looks like a revolver and loads it. this is her having like total road rage meltdown, which is dangerous and crazy, because in California we have this freeway, well, multiple freeways, but to me, I think the worst freeways are the 5 freeway, the 10 freeway most definitely is the worst to me. The 110 freeway merging with the uh, the 10 freeway, the 101 freeway, that's horrible. And then you have the 15 freeway. That freeway leads to Las Vegas and stuff, like, out of the state. And I'm telling you, some of these freeways, the 405, oh my God, these freeways out here are absolutely horrible. And when you see people driving, like once you get past a bunch up, you have this idiot on the road that is driving like 45 miles per hour, and people have to go around this dum dum. I don't know why, there's not something that the police can see with this person driving, and they're really afraid to drive. You have people that drive really, really slow, and there's no traffic. We were on the freeway this weekend, and this guy, he was in the fast lane, you guys, and he was doing 45, and people were honking and telling him, get over, get over. He wasn't even trying to budge. He just was driving like a slowpoke. And it was crazy. I'm like, this is really ridiculous, that these people actually have driver licenses, and they're messing up the traffic flow. So her, she knew, if you live in that area, around that time that it's going to be packed traffic. So it's best that you find an alternate route, take a detour or something, but don't take and pull out a gun and start screaming at people, asking if they want to die because you're impatient. You lost your patience. Maybe you were the one that were late getting to the destination, but now you want to take it out on innocent people. What if a bullet would have struck somebody and killed somebody? Then you would have been sitting there looking at a murder charge because you are impatient. When you get into traffic, you know that there's going to be some type of delay, and you just have to be patient. Okay, so it says she points the firearm and then asks an anonymous question. Anybody want to die now? Anybody? The woman appears to point the gun at different cars passing in front of her. It makes for a terrifying scene. Even scarier is what she did next. Unload a round straight up through her sunroof, like I said. That's scary. What if somebody was actually walking by? What if somebody was, coming down the street and that bullet went up and hit that person and killed them? This would have been a tragic scene, all because you want to sit up here and be impatient. Luckily, it doesn't look like she hit one or any cars, and law enforcement sources tell us cops eventually caught up to her and were able to detain her without further incident. We're told they arrested her for felony negligence, discharge of a firearm, and cops say she fired as many as 5 shots. In the video, she rants, the what? The cow jumped over the moon. So it appears she was having a mental health episode. Bull crap. See, this is what I'm saying. They're always hollering a mental health episode. She looked like she was high off of something on that video. She looked like she was loaded. She also told cops she's Dr. Dre's daughter, and there's no evidence supporting that. She is on something, you guys. I don't think that this chick has a mental illness, because it shows like her previous work that she was allegedly a model and she was in movies. You know what I'm saying? So people are quick to say that somebody has a mental illness in order to lessen the charges, like a slap on the wrist. What if she would have killed somebody? What you would have say a mental illness? This is a disrespect, a total disrespect. When somebody does something, it's a total disrespect to the mental health community. When you keep saying that it's a mental health issue or they have a mental health issue, no, she looks as though she was high off of something, because the room full of people that was looking at it was like, she looks like she was high off of something, and it doesn't look like she was having no mental health breakdowns. So I'm getting sick and tired of all these people using mental illness as a coping skill or a way to get out of their crime. No, don't keep using that. So the people that have the mental health community needs to stand up and go against every report that these people actually have a mental illness when they commit a heinous crime. Because what you're saying is that anybody that has a mental illness or mental health diagnosis is capable of committing a heinous crime. And some of the people that have mental illnesses are the most gentle, sweetest, kindest people, and a lot of them withdraw and stay to themselves. But I don't want to keep hearing that this person has a mental illness when they commit a crime. She just simply, was on something. She was fidgeting, jumping around. That's a person that's on some kind of substance. And I wouldn't be surprised if they come back and say that she was loaded with ecstasy, crack cocaine, drunk, or smoked something, or took a pill, or did something. But they need to stop pushing the narrative that all these criminals are people that have mental illnesses, because it makes it bad for them and it makes it bad for the community. And I'm tired of hearing it personally, to be honest. They need to hold her accountable for her actions. A lot of people do stuff, and I've heard friends of mine in past years that said, if I get caught, I'm going to say that I'm crazy. I'm going to play crazy. And I've heard this over and over and over and over. So that's why people that have mental illnesses have stigmas attached to their illnesses and their names. These people are having real life issues and real life problems, and you want to get a person that wants to sit up here and say that they have a mental illness to get out of the crime or the crimes that they have committed. And I think it's a sad travesty to the community. It's disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. I have people in my family that have mental illnesses, and they have severe illnesses, and they're not out there shooting and killing and raping and beating up people and doing all these things that these folks are saying. When they have an episode, a lot of them run and lock themselves in and isolate. So I don't want to hear it. I'm sick and tired of people using that as an excuse. And anybody with a family member that has a mental illness, ask them as well, how do they feel about people always claiming that they have a mental illness when they commit a crime? What does it feel like, and what does it make them feel like for their community of people? And they'll tell you the truth. It makes us feel bad, like we can't really say that we have a mental illness, because every time somebody commit a crime, the first thing they want to say is that they have a mental illness, and it makes it bad for us. And they have strived so hard, you guys. I used to work in the mental health community, and I used to work for mental health, the Department of Mental Health, DHS, and the things that these people had to go through in order to, get rid of the stigma, the lies, the misconceptions. And now you got people that's running around. And the one that gets me the most is how these people are so stupid. And they're going, I'm 5150. I'm 5150. You idiot. If you look up what 5150 means, it's a 3-day mental health psychiatric hold to evaluate you and to medicate you so that you can get back on your medication the appropriate way. That's stupid. You're 5150. You're a mental health hold. Come on, you guys. Start using the correct words. Don't let these things become cliches. This is stupid. I'm just tired of it. So one person says something that sounds cute and everybody is rocking with it. It's really dumb. So this really pisses me off, that they would try to label her with the mental illness that fast, as soon as they catch her. Check her blood. She might be on some pills or something. Don't blame somebody being under the influence and say it's a mental illness. And I know that some of you guys can understand and agree with what I'm saying. So you guys, until next time, please be careful. Please be careful out there, because these people, I'm telling you, they're actually doing things that they really feel like doing, and they're using any excuse, to cover up their crime. So you guys, don't forget to hit that like button, that post notification bell, and by all means, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a nice day. Bye.